Hello, beautiful people out there in the universe. How do you feel? It's full moon once again. And we got the full moon in Sagittarius. And on the opposite, the sun in Gemini. Oh yeah, this energy is totally my vibe. I'm a Gemini and I have 3 planets in Sag, so that's really a very powerful combination of a thunderbird with a butterfly mixture. So you can imagine how I'm flying through life. Very intense and very windy. Yeah, and maybe you might feel like this in those times. Maybe you might feel like a volcano recently. And that's a normal energy that comes out of your system. It's like sacred anger and that needs to be released out of your system, like a ventile. The full moon in Sagittarius is all about widening and broadening and opening and exploring, expanding, just like an explosion. All the things, the feelings, the thoughts, the energies that were stored in your system are about to be released more and more in those really intense times, not only around the full moon, but the next years. And this is just the beginning of a huge transformation taking place on our earth plane. So just start to really work consciously on your life and your themes, because it's not gonna be the time anymore to hide. It's not gonna be the time anymore to be ignorant, and it's not gonna be the time anymore to play stupid. It's time for you to really get your shit together and do not fall back into unconscious behavioral patterns that you were programmed with the first part of your life. It's time to reprogram your old shitty patterns into more useful patterns and more useful thoughts and more useful energies, so you can create the life you really want. And the biggest issue of this full moon that we're experiencing today is expanding your joy in this crazy world full of shit. It can drive you crazy. But when you go back internally into your system, what is really happening inside yourself is a war of love and fear. And the more you feed your fear, the bigger it grows, and the more you feed love, the bigger it grows. So it's your decision, it's your consciousness that helps you to focus on the really amazing things in your life. And if you turn off all the media and you take off 2 weeks from your fucking smartphone and you're just being with yourself, and you have a house, you have food, you have friends, you have family, you have a shelter, then you're fucking lucky. And this is something I want to just remember you, remind you that actually you are living in bliss, although everything around you is just completely weird. But haven't you the feeling that actually everything is half as dramatic as it happens in the world? I mean, people are dying every fucking day and people get born every fucking day. But nobody is talking about those people that are just dying right now. Nobody. So really, really focus back on your life and stop consuming media. Start to focus in on your expansion in your life, where you are at right now in the moment. Stop just looking everywhere in the world. Just stop it, because you cannot do anything anyways but feeding fear. You're feeding fear. So stop it. Stop this hysteria and just go back to your life and start to create magic around you. See what you can do around you. See what magical life you already have. I mean, if you once had the experience of having had an acid trip or a DMT trip, you know what I'm talking about. Life is magical every day if you allow it to be. The fact that you're alive now and you're breathing and your soul is in this amazing body with those 1 million of cells that are just working perfectly right now, although you're feeding it shit sometimes. This is amazing. This is what you should remember every fucking day. So this is what Sagittarius wants to tell you. Moon in Sagittarius is telling you, hey, life is a fucking party if you focus on your abundance that you have around you right now. Although the world is going crazy, although the media is going crazy, although shit is happening, but it was always like that. It was always like that. But you weren't noticing it because you're not manipulated in the way that you are right now. So it's all a big game, it's all a big plan, it's all right. Even the most dramatic and crazy shit that is happening on this planet has a purpose. And we will never fucking understand it, so just let it be and focus on your life and your creation and what you want to experience in your life without harming anybody. That's the only thing you need to remember. You can do whatever the fuck you want on this planet, in your creation, in your dream, but you cannot harm anybody. That's a big, big, important rule to play the game right here. So Sag is about expanding your horizon and opening up all your channels and be tolerant with everything that happens on this planet, because we're one fucking huge soul that wants to experience itself in 1,000,000 trillion kinds of human bodies. So I am you and you are me, and we are all one, and this is something every fucking human on this planet needs to understand. And until then, it's gonna be a mess as it is now, and we really make it harder and harder, but it's all just part of a big game. If you've seen the movie The Matrix, you know what it is. It's a game of unconscious thoughts, again, conscious thoughts every day. So what you need to learn with this full moon, or you can learn with this full moon, is to focus your thoughts on the beauty, on the chances, on the possibilities, on the positivity that every fucking day has seated within. Every fucking day you can stand up, get up and say, today I'm gonna have a fucking party, because I'm just like a little child exploring the world as I would see it every day from anew. And if you go through life like this, things are starting to be easier, and things are starting to be lighter, and things are starting to just be not that serious anymore. I know it's hard to understand, but if you just understand that this life is a huge playground with a trillion of toys and inventions and ideas, you will just get up every morning with so much joy and wonder, and just be astonished by every fucking thing you do and you are. And your focus will be to create more beauty and more amazing things and more love and spread more wisdom into this universe, into this hologram of your own dream. So, my dear friends, this was my rambling to this absolutely fucking amazing, intense full moon in Sagittarius. If you want to know more about Sag and Gemini energies, go and Google it. There is tons of information online, but it doesn't actually really matter. It matters that you focus your consciousness daily on optimizing things and positivity. And lightness. Come on, guys, we need more lightness. We just need more joy and lightness. We need to be more like kids are, with no filters, no judgment, no racism, nor whatever the fuck. No programs. Just be like a child that is not programmed yet by society on all that bullshit around them. And this is what we learn from Gemini and Sag full moon. Explore and have fun and be positive, be light, and be a role model for this optimism for the people around you. Aho.